Hello friends, this tutorial will now be with this fun folio card that I made a week or so ago. So we'll be going over this tutorial. The beauty of beautiful paper is that you don't need to embellish a whole lot. The only embellishments on this project are the bats and the spells ephemera. And that's it. Everything, and this bat here, magical here, and this. Other than that, everything else is just the paper, and it's just gorgeous. So I'm going to show you how to create this fun folio, and you can use any paper you want, any theme. It's very simple and easy. I'm going to keep this as my guide so that I don't forget sometimes. So top flap, you'll need one sheet at 6 by 9 3/4, and you're going to score at the 4 3/4 on the 9 3/4 side, which I've done here. And I am going to fold the flaps. I'm going to leave my sticky notes on here just so that to keep me on track here. Make sure you label what you measure and what's cut out, because once everything's cut out, you're not going to remember which one's which, top, bottom, left, or right. So this makes it much easier to remember where the pieces go. Second piece, which will be your bottom flap, one at 6 by 9 1/2, and you're going to score at 5 and 5 1/2 on the 9 1/2 inch side. You're going to fold on your score lines, and I've already scored everything prior just to save time. You're going to need your right flap, one at 5 by 7 1/2, and you're going to score at 3 and 3 1/4 on the 7 1/2 inch side. And you're going to fold on your score lines and burnish. I'm burnishing with my finger just so that you can see you don't need tools to do so. And if you have the tools, please, by all means, use it. And the left sheet, one at 5 by 7 1/2, and you're going to score at 4 1/2 on the 7 1/2 inch side. And then you're going to fold and burnish. Okay, this is all you need. This will create your paper. Your little folio here, and so I am going to take the top half. So when you fold it, the top piece should be, the longer piece should be on the bottom. Top flap is on the top. You're going to open this up, then you're going to attach your bottom flap, the one that measures 6 by 9 3/4, and this is going to go on the inside. Okay, so it'll look just like that. So I'm going to fold it on the furthest back score line here, and you're going to attach it to the first piece here. And when you adhere it, you don't want to put it past this score line, because you want to be able to fold it. Okay, so it should be even all the way around, if that makes sense. And I'm going to take this off. And I save these just because I make the projects so many times that, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take this off. And I'm going to adhere this page to here. And there's two fold lines. You see the shorter end? I'm going to fold this in so it'll be easier for me to adhere it here so that it is even on top to bottom. The back of this sheet, you don't want it passing the score line here, because then it's not going to fold. And I think for demonstration purposes, I'm going to add the adhesive on the back, on this black piece here, because it's going to be easier to see my placement rather than putting it on the top. This is the first time I'm doing this, so we're just going to give it a whirl here. So I'm going to, again, this is folded here, and I'm going to go from this side to this side. I'm going to use this score line as my guide. It'll make it easier. So I'm going to make sure that this piece I'm attaching is just underneath the score line, even on top, from top to bottom, and then press down and fold. And I think this is easier. And you can burnish if you want with the back of your scissors, or if you have a tool, or if you have your hand. So here we have our bottom and top piece adhered. And I'm going to go ahead and remove it. Well, I'm going to leave this here. Well, I'm going to leave that there just to give me orientation, just for my own sake. Now, the right flap is going to, the left flap. Let's go with the right flap. So I have this upside down. So I'm going to put it like this, so it's easier for you to follow along while I'm doing this. So this top flap, we're going to open this up, is going to go here on the inside. Again, this score line here is going to match up with this one here. So when it's folded, it creates a little hinge there, a little gusset. So I'm going to do the same thing like I did on the bottom flap. I'm going to rotate this way, fold this way, and attach it within my score lines here. See how that just fits snugly and perfectly? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add adhesive on my shorter piece here and go all the way from corner to corner, not too close to the edge because it will spread, and if it does, it's okay. But just remember that it will get on your project. It might get on your fingers and you might have smudges, but that's okay. It's going to be covered with paper. So I'm going to make this even so that it's even on the end here, underneath this score line here within my score line. And once it's even on both sides, you should be fine on the other side. You may want to come down just a tad. Here we go. Here we go. You're within your score lines, here and here. Now you have this, okay? So that's your right flap, okay? Now we're gonna remove this here. And now we're gonna do the left flap. Again, we're gonna use the shorter end. It's gonna go on this side. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove my sticky note. I'm gonna do the same thing here. And I am going to add my adhesive. I forget I'm on camera, so I'm sorry if I messed up on the last one, but this is what I'm gonna do here. So I'm gonna add my wet glue. And I am going to line up this back piece. You can actually butt it up against here. That will be your guide. If you put it on straight, you'll be able to do this. And this is why I like wet glue here, because I'm able to maneuver it a little bit. It gives me a little bit more working time. I'm still within my score lines. And here you go. And that's it. Now you are done. And that's it. This can go this way, this way, this way, and this way. And you're all set. Okay? That's all you need. Here we go. Okay. There we go. All right. What you can do at this point is you can add, if you want magnets, you can add your magnets on here now before you add your paper. Also with this, once you start matting it front and back, it'll make it a little bit more stronger. So that's all you need to do. And there's your project. Easy peasy. Just takes a little bit of time when, you know, getting used to the cuts and whatnot, but that's all you need. I hope you guys enjoy it. I can't wait to see your projects. And I'll be looking forward to making some new things and posting them as soon as I can. Until next time, my friends. Thank you so much.